Oh no. Welcome in. I thought I brought my other device out here, but maybe not. Okay. Guess I'm tripping. Welcome. Good morning. Okay. We're gonna do Aries through Pisces. Bear with me. Okay, I got up like an hour ago. So, damn. I mean, I could go in the house and get my other device, but I thought I had it. What the heck? But good morning. We're gonna do next 48 hours, okay? Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Let things play out, okay? Use common sense. Oh, there it is. I do have it. Yes. Okay. Yay. It was under everything, okay? So, channel messages for you guys for this morning or whenever this resonates, okay? Welcome in. Some of you guys, if you are looking for something, it may be under a bunch of crap, okay? But I feel like you do have something. Like you have something around you. If you think you forgot something, something is near you, okay? Something is with you. I'm also hearing someone is with you, okay? So that could be a spiritual message where, you know, maybe you are thinking about somebody who is no longer here, or even energetically, like if they are still alive. I think I'm getting a little sick, okay? So if I sound kind of funny or nasally, that's why, okay? My nose has been running past like 10 hours, okay? Some of you guys may be under the weather, okay? Some of you guys also, it is like the summer though, so it's not even fall. It's not the cold months, you know? So something like that could be going on with you guys, okay? You might be feeling a little funny. Go ahead and take care of it, okay? Get your medication, get, you know, some, I'm hearing Robitussin, okay? If you need to prevent it from getting worse, because that's what I'm gonna do. But yeah, it is feeling like fall though right now, okay? So whenever you're watching this, for some of you, this could definitely, it could feel like a different season out, okay? Be careful of stray hairs, okay? Whether they're yours or not. Be careful of stray hairs. Birds chirping all morning, okay? Give me 1 second. Bear with me. We're going to start with Aries in a second, okay? And of course, I will leave timestamps after this for all of the signs and everything, and when the video actually starts. I just had to turn on. Oh, hold on. Oh, no.
Break free from high payments.
Okay. Okay, relax. Okay. All right, so let's start with Aries. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Next 48. Oh, I feel fine, but I hate feeling nasally and shit. You know what I mean? So, anyways, let me get my tarot deck. Let's start with the basics. Okay. Okay, good morning, good morning, good morning. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Watch for your placements, okay? And let's see what's going on for you for the next 48 hours. Okay. Let's see. Oh, shit. Some of you guys might be taking a morning walk, okay? Somebody could be wearing a white t-shirt. I actually found this sweater that I'm wearing in my closet. My aunt made this. My Aunt Connie, I think. I haven't worn it in years, but I thought I might bring it out. Okay, so some of you guys might be staying more to yourself, okay? Some of you guys may be isolating. Why am I hearing your energy? Okay, in the next 48 hours, Aries placements, okay? You may be wanting to stay to yourself, okay? Some of you guys are not feeling the best, okay? And that's funny, I just mentioned not feeling well, okay? But some of you guys may be either feeling under the weather, or you may be feeling like not confident, okay? Some of you guys may be having a bummy day, okay? And even if you consider it bummy to you, you still look good, okay? You're still beautiful, you're still handsome, okay? So you know how those girls be like, the most gorgeous girls or the best looking people, they're like, oh my god, I look so bad. And it's like, you look fine. What are you talking about? Okay, so you could be you could be having one of those situations, or experiences, okay? Or somebody around you could be trying to act like they look bad, or that, you know, if you feel that way, you feel that way. It is what it is, okay? But you look fine is what I want to say, okay? So even if you're not done up or anything, or if you feel under the weather, or if you're lacking confidence in the next 48 hours, you look fine. You look fine, okay? Let's see. Some of you guys could be dealing with a Leo. Some of you guys are also going to be coming up with some sort of plan, okay? Especially if you're going on a trip, or if you plan to go on a trip, or even take a road trip, okay? I'm seeing something about a road trip. It could be a solo trip too, okay? Some of you guys are gonna be going on vacation soon or something like that, traveling, okay? I also feel like you might want to play it safe when it comes to where you go, okay? Especially if you are going by yourself. I don't know if you have traveled alone before or not, but you know, just protect yourself no matter who you are. Who the hell is that? Oh, that's Jacob. Somebody's name could be Jacob, okay? You could be dealing with the Pisces, or you might have that in your chart, or an Aquarius, okay? Yeah, I was about to say, I need you guys to plan out something very carefully, okay? Especially if you're traveling or planning to go anywhere, to be honest, in the next 48. Wherever you're going, I don't care if it's down the street, plan ahead, okay? Don't do something willy-nilly, okay? You might want to. You might want to act impulsively in the next 48, but, you know, relax, okay? Let's see. Also, Aries, somebody could be trying to manipulate you in the next 48 hours, okay? Somebody may be trying to, you know, get over on you. Could be an earth sign, or somebody with earth in their chart. I'm hearing Virgo, Capricorn, okay? Yeah, if you're in a relationship, it could also just be someone you live with, okay? Or someone that you were in a situation with like that. They could be trying to manipulate you. And Aries, I don't know who you're dating or who you might be dealing with, but if somebody makes you feel like you're not beautiful or whatever, or you're not up to their standard, fuck them, okay? Not literally, but fuck them, okay? Because I feel like whoever this person is already in and out of your life. They're not consistent, okay? This person's manipulative. They're not worth shit. Okay, so you're dealing with somebody who's not worth shit. Okay, so what they say doesn't matter. What they're trying to tell you about yourself, you know, they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. All right, so pay them no mind. Okay, I don't know who's doing that to you, but I feel like somebody may be trying to, you know, shade you or make you feel like you're doing something wrong, or you aren't up to their standard. Okay. Some of you guys could also be drinking coffee or something like that. Yeah, somebody's trying to get you to change yourself, okay? Or how you look. Or somebody could, this is really fucked up, because somebody might be saying like, oh, the reason why, you know, I didn't ask you out is because you look like this, you know, and I'm hearing, and she looks like that. That's not good, okay, Aries? I don't know why you want to deal with somebody like that, but, okay. Or you could be finding out that somebody didn't offer you something because they wanted you to change how you look, or something about your appearance, okay? That's fucked up. Okay? I don't like that. I don't like that. Yeah, somebody could have treated you like, "Oh, I don't know. I don't know if I really want to, you know, continue this connection, or I don't know if I actually want to officially date you." You know those guys who deal with women like behind the scenes, but then they're out here doing whatever they want, but when it comes to you, you can't do what you want. You know? It's like, how does that work? Okay? Aries, do what you want. Okay? Do what you want. I feel like you already will, but don't be loyal to somebody who's full of shit. Okay? This person's a dog. This person is a dog, like, and not a good dog. It's a rabid dog. You may be attracted to this person, okay? You might be laid up with this person in the next 48, but Just because you're laid up with somebody doesn't mean that they're, you know, showing you off to the world or telling other people that they're dealing with you. I'm getting that, okay? So make sure that unless you're in a strictly like friends with benefits situation and you know what it is, you both know what it is. If you're looking for more, or if you think that this is your man, be careful, okay? You could be finding out on social media that's not your man, okay? Or woman. You could be a man watching. Be careful of someone who lies all the time. You might know this already, okay? So, let's see. Yeah, single. Okay, I'm telling you, somebody, that's not your man, that's not your woman, okay? Some of you guys are already single, technically. Why am I hearing single till married? Okay, some of you guys, I don't know. Single till married. This person watches you online a lot too. So it's giving, I'm possessive of the Aries, but the Aries can't do what they want, even though I'm not going to commit to the Aries. You know, I'm not going to tell the world that I'm dating Aries, but, you know, I'm going to get mad if the Aries talks to somebody else, okay? So, like I said, do what you want, Aries. Somebody's trying to manipulate you or keep you stuck in the next 48 hours, okay? We're going to go to Taurus. These are going to be quicker messages, even though I'm going slow. Okay. Let's see. Taurus placements, next 48. Let's see. Don't drop something, Taurus, okay? What's going on for my Tauruses? Okay. Some of y'all could be wearing AirPods, okay? Or you might be, you might lose an AirPod or some sort of like headphone thing, okay? And I just did this for some reason, okay? So somebody could be saying clock it, okay? Oh God. But some of you guys, you might be dealing with either somebody who has an addiction, okay? Or you have an addiction. Don't get mad at me, okay? It's coming out here, okay? Somebody could be addicted to something, or somebody around you could be addicted to something. And if somebody is saying that, oh, yeah, Taurus, you could have dealt with somebody who had an addiction and they passed away, okay? And if somebody's still obviously like here, you know, somebody could be acting like they're not addicted to something, okay? So somebody needs to get a hold of their addictions before it gets worse, okay? Point blank period. You may also see that somebody's back on it, okay? Or back on drugs, or back drinking too much, because you're gonna see like a post or something, you know, like drunk texts, okay? Either somebody could be drunk texting you and you're gonna be like, what the fuck does this say? Like, huh? You could tell that somebody's drunk, or you could be doing this to somebody, okay? If you're drinking or if you're on drugs, you could be texting somebody, or you could post something online, you know, and somebody's gonna notice that somebody's fucked up, okay? You also may be needing to set boundaries with somebody who has an addiction, okay? Or somebody could be doing that to you, okay? So it could be vice versa. Flip it how you need to, okay? Let's see. Yeah, and if somebody's on drugs, or has drugs on them, okay? Be careful, okay? Because the police could be near or watching. I'm not trying to have anybody paranoid, but we got investigating. And if you see in this card over here, he's lurking around the corner, okay? So if you are a part of anything like that, you know, just be careful in the next 48, okay? Even if you're not like a drug dealer, you know, you could just be transporting weed from the next state, okay? If you know, you know. Or something, okay? Somebody could be transporting drugs. All right, let's see. What else is going on for Taurus next 48? Yeah, be careful of getting caught up, okay? Yeah, you know how they say like, oh, it's hot out there, okay? Okay, like when it comes to police and stuff. So somebody needs to be careful, okay? You may need to wait until something cools down or something dies down, okay? Especially, I don't know why I'm getting drugs in the Taurus reading, but somebody's got something, okay? Okay. I don't know. What else is going on for... Look. Police, lawyer, judge, okay? I'm telling you, be careful. Okay, something to do with the legal system. Yeah, be careful because somebody could get caught up. That's what I'm getting for the Tauruses. This could be also a friend of yours, you know, if you know that, oh God, you know how, be careful who you let in your house, Taurus, okay? You might have some reckless friends or a reckless lover who is trying to bring drugs into your house, okay? And you don't want to be a part of that, you know what I'm saying? So this could be your homie or your homegirl, and she, you know, maybe you know she does drugs and whatever, but you don't know that she brought a little baggie or something over that day, right, to your house. You're just chilling with her or him, and you know she's got drugs in her pocket, you know what I'm saying? And who knows, somebody could be looking for her or him. You know, and then boom, next thing you know, your doors being busted down like police, you know, like be careful. Okay, oh my God, somebody needs to be careful, okay? Um, and I don't know, maybe you need to check somebody's pockets for drugs, okay? Quite literally, because somebody could have some shit on them that you don't even know, and you don't want to be a part of that, you know? Just by association, okay? So let's go to Gemini. Gemini, let's see what's going on for Gemini. Whoa, next 48 hours. Make sure to like the video if you're in here, please. Okay. Some of y'all, Geminis, could be bombarded with a lot of work, okay, in the next 48 hours. You could feel like something is too much work. Why am I hearing if you're scared, go to church? Okay, some of y'all could be going to church in the next 48 hours or be practicing some sort of spiritual work or religious thing, okay? What's going on for my Geminis? Some of you guys are going to get an opportunity to be creative, okay? Or if you do something creative or like a hobby or something, you are going to get the opportunity to show off your skills, okay? Also, if this is like something that you do as a side hustle, or if you do something on the side, you know, like side jobs or things like that, you're going to get an opportunity to make some money. But at the same time, you could be like, I already got 80 million things to do. So do I want to take this on? Okay. You could be, what's it called? You could have a lot to do. Okay. And debating, you could be debating whether you want to take something else on. Okay. Some of you guys have like multiple jobs. I'm getting somebody who has like a regular job, right? And then they have side jobs or they have side hustles, whatever you want to call it. Okay. Even if you don't get paid for it, you know, make sure that you're prioritizing what is truly important to you, or especially when it comes to your money, okay? You don't have to take on everything, Gemini. I know you can do everything. I know you can do everything, okay? Because Geminis are like a jack of all trades, naturally, you know? You could see the Gemini. The Gemini could be a circus clown, and you guys could be someone who, you know, you might be a stripper on the side. You could work at the office. You know, you have a professional job. And then, you know, on Thursday, you go to, I'm hearing Taekwondo, you do karate. You know, maybe people don't know this about you, Gemini. Like, you have secret lives. I'm not saying it's a secret necessarily, but some of you guys have, like, a lot of hobbies that people don't know you do, okay? Not that they have to know, you know, but I feel like you do a lot. You do a lot, okay? Some of you guys are also like, some of you guys might work for the legal system, okay? You might work for some sort of, oh, if you're dealing with the Taurus, okay, I don't know. Excuse me. You might be dealing with the Taurus, or there might be a Taurus that you're I'm hearing arresting, okay? If some of you guys are officers or whatever, or if you work for the legal system, okay. I'm not trying to tell on anybody. I don't know anybody who's involved in that right now, but I'm just saying, Gemini, if you work for some sort of, I'm hearing private eye, or like undercover cop, okay? Be careful, guys. What the fuck? Okay. What is this? There could also be someone who works for the legal system getting like readings to figure out something or more on a case. Huh. And you know what? Speaking of that, I actually have had people from the legal system come to me for readings. So I wouldn't be surprised, you know? If you guys, okay. I feel like somebody's like, no, stop talking about it, okay? I'm reading what's coming out, okay? Somebody is, there's like an officer who gets readings, or a judge, a lawyer who gets readings, to figure out more about somebody who's under investigation. Like, I'm literally getting that. Okay, so yeah, we have being guarded. Okay, so somebody also could be a security guard. I'm getting literally, there's like an officer or somebody in the legal system who gets readings to investigate a case more. That's literally what I'm getting here. Look, hidden truth. Okay, so there's like some official who's going to a reader. Okay, and Gemini, if you're a reader or something, you know, you may have somebody come to you for, or somebody could just be going to somebody for like legal advice, or a reader for legal advice. And you know what? I do know that sometimes, you know, psychics and stuff, they do work for the legal system, or they help them out at least. You know, I don't know if they like get paid necessarily. I would hope so. You know, I would hope so. If they're the real deal, yeah. You know? Yeah, somebody's like trying to figure out where somebody went. This could also be like a, what do they call it? A cold case, okay? Some of you guys could be watching that cold case. Um, but somebody could have like escaped or ran, okay? And somebody's like, I'm literally getting an officer or somebody in the legal system getting readings to figure out where somebody went, or where somebody, you know, escaped to, okay? Or the hidden truth about something. That's crazy, okay? Anything else for Gemini? Some of you guys need to be careful of pregnancy as well, okay? Or you could be finding out that somebody around you is pregnant, okay? Let's go to Cancer. Cancer, next 48 hours. Cancer, some of y'all could have a fat ass, okay? Or somebody could be, you know, telling you your ass is fat, even if it's small, okay? I don't know why I'm getting that, but, you know, I'm hearing hype me up. Okay, so some of you guys, whether it's your homegirl or your man or your girl, okay. I don't like men with fat asses. I think it makes me uncomfortable. You know, I think women should have fat asses, or a butt. You know what I'm saying? That's just my opinion. Some women like men with ass, and I feel like that's a sign that they're a little gay. You know, but you know, no judgment. Maybe a little. I don't know. There's Cancer. There's something significant about ass. Okay, some of you guys could be seeing somebody who's like, who has a fat ass. Okay, why are we getting that? You could see a man with a fat ass. Okay. You guys seen that video? Somebody's name could be Robin too. Okay. But have you seen the Drewski video where it was like the man with the BBL? Oh yeah, he said his name was BB Hell. BB Hell. Okay. So, ew. I'm sorry. If you're a man with a fat ass, by all means, okay. Cancer. Cancer, some of y'all, even if you're a man, you got back, okay? I don't know what that's about. Why are we talking about ass so much, okay? Yeah, I'm hearing like, I ain't never seen an ass like that, okay? Isn't that Eminem? The doing, 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 okay? What the fuck? Cancer, somebody's either paying attention to your ass. You could also catch somebody staring at your butt. Why are we talking so much about ass? Are you dealing with a Libra? Because when I think of Libras, I think Libras always have like a nice ass. Like they have a fat ass. Libras always got nice, yeah, okay, anyways. So yeah, you could be dealing with the Libra, okay? Some of you guys, somebody's surprised that you have a fat ass, okay? Or you're surprised that somebody actually has a nice ass. Why are we, okay, anyways. I don't know. I've never had a reading where ass was brought up so much, okay? You could watch for your placements. Okay, let's see. Somebody could also be getting bad karma. Somebody that you have like a, what is it, South Node connection, okay, or whatever your South Node sign is, that person in your life, or if you know anybody of the sign of your South Node, that person could be getting karma, bad karma, okay? So if you know your birth chart, look what sign your South Node is in, okay? And that sign, if you know anybody in specific, that person's getting bad karma, okay? Be careful of pregnancy, you too, yeah. Be careful of pregnancy. Somebody could be expecting, or, you know, somebody may get you pregnant, okay? Jupiter is in Cancer, so y'all, all of y'all need to be careful about pregnancy if you don't want that, okay? Wrap it up, be safe, okay? If you don't want that. Also, something about somebody's pregnancy could bring some drama, okay? Somebody getting pregnant, or people finding out that somebody's pregnant, maybe even you, is actually going to bring some drama. So I don't know what that's about. You could be getting an email, okay? Or you need to check your email. Some of you guys might be volunteering in the next 48 hours. Some of you guys need to, don't forget your glasses, okay? If you wear glasses, Cancer placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, make sure you have your glasses, okay? You might need to look at something a lot closer, okay? Also, if you were afraid of getting rejected, I'm hearing it was a close call. Okay, so if you applied for something, or if you've been waiting on a approval, okay, or something like that, I think you're gonna get it, but it's gonna be like a close call, okay? It's gonna be, bitch, you almost missed it, okay? We almost didn't choose you. Okay, so take it how it resonates, but I'm getting that something was a close call, or is going to be a close call, okay? We almost didn't choose you is what I'm hearing. What the hell? Okay. Okay. I'm sorry, my shoulder hurts. It's been hurting for the past like 4 days. Anyways, be careful of your shoulders, Cancer. Or lifting something, okay, heavy. Even if you think you got it in the moment, you know, you might sprain something. Even if it's not your shoulder, be careful of spraining anything, especially by lifting something, okay? I'm not saying you're weak, okay? But, you know, it's about form, okay? Even if you're at the gym, Cancer, you could be at the gym lifting things, you know, lifting weights, lifting things. Okay, some of you guys might be needing to go get your tires checked or tires fixed. Okay, be careful on the road. You might need to fill up your tires, okay? Check your car, check your car. And you guys are the Chariot too, so yeah. Let's see, anything else for Cancer, next 48. Okay. Cancer. Some of y'all could be going to like medieval times, okay? Or you could be watching something dealing with like, I'm hearing battle scars. What is it? Yeah, like those movies, the old-timey movies, okay? Some of y'all could be watching something like that. Okay, one second. The frick? Somebody's name could be Rick. Okay. Ah! Anyways, okay. Let's get a few more for Cancer. Sorry if I'm going slow. When this is over, you could speed it up. Whenever you feel like I'm talking slow or whatever, this is what I do with other videos. Go to the, press the little tool thing, the settings thing, okay? And then put 1.5, okay? Or 1.25, I think it is. Then you can hear me talk a little faster, okay? But I'm not gonna rush. It's still very early. I'm not even usually up at this time, okay? Cancer, some of y'all may be up earlier than you want to be, okay? Or expect to be, all right? So make sure to, you know, you might be in a mood. Yeah, you might be very emotional, especially if you got up too early, okay? Or if you have children too, you know, your child could be crying and you're like, what the hell is wrong? Okay, I'm not saying talk to your kid like that, but you could be like, what's wrong? Why are you crying? And it's because they're tired. Somebody's tired, okay? Whether that's you or, you know, your child. You know, sometimes people cry and it seems like it's for no reason, even if it is for no reason. So what? Let them cry, okay? Some of you guys, if you do have a newborn or something, you know, you might be letting a child cry, okay? Or your baby cry a little bit longer instead of coddling it. I'm not saying 24/7, but somebody may be, you know, maybe we should wait like another 5 minutes so they can, I'm hearing soothing, okay? Some of y'all could be doing that for yourself, you know, or that's something you've always had to do is self-soothe, okay? Some of you guys could have parental issues where you're realizing, damn, I'm traumatized, okay? Let's go to Leo. Let's see. Or Cancer and Leo. You may be understanding or coming to the realization that, you know, maybe people just aren't there for you. Or that's something you've been experiencing, or you feel alone, okay? This is Cancer and Leo now, but we're going to lead it into Leo. So Leo, 3140. Leo, what's going on for you for the next 48 hours? Yeah, look, especially if you're feeling alone, okay? If you feel like nobody's there for you, if you feel like, oh my God, whenever I'm down and struggling, you know, or need clarity on something, you feel like, who's there for me? Who's there for me? You know, Leo, you could be saying that or realizing, damn, whenever I need help, where is everybody? You know, you could be someone who's very helpful, or you're just there for people, you know, or you try to be, even if it's just emotionally. I feel like maybe you don't have a support system, or you're realizing that in the next 48, okay? Um, and you know, the Leos that I have known, some of you guys are getting like divorced or, you know, going through a separation because you're realizing that people are just not contributing to you the way you contribute to them. You feel like something's not fair anymore, okay? Or it never was, okay? But the Leos that I've known, I've met a lot of Leos over the past 2 years. Um, I like Leos for the most part. When y'all are angry, you scare me. Yes, you really do. Um, I don't think I've never really pissed off a Leo, except like I remember I used to have a girl best friend who was a Leo. She is a Leo. And we would fight like very rarely, but when we would fight, we both went like head to head, or toe to toe, okay? Like she was on the same shit that I was on, you know? um, but she was very mean. Like she could be very mean. Um, and she would insult more than actually have facts, you know what I'm saying? When she would try to come at me, you know, when we were arguing or whatever. And I'm a person where when I'm arguing, I'm going to tell you about yourself. I'm not going to really insult you. I'm going to tell you who you are, how you're being, you know, your childhood trauma. Not bring up like what happened to you necessarily, but like I'll be like, you know, that's why you act like that because your mom blah 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 blah. You act like that because your dad blah 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 blah, you know. Or you know, nobody ever da 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 da, you know, to you growing up. Nobody taught you some fucking home training type shit. Okay, so that's how I am when I address people, you know. I'm not gonna say, oh, you're fat, you're ugly, blah 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 blah. I'm not gonna say all that first. That's the last resort for me, you know. So Leo, you might need to work on that, okay? When you're angry, try your best to at least argue in a way where the hell was that? At least try to argue in a way where it makes sense. If you really want to hit somebody where it hurts, stop attacking their appearance, okay? Or something physical. Because that just when you insult people's appearance or something about, I don't know, like anything appearance wise, it kind of makes you instantly lose, you know, because if you can't actually point out like what somebody did wrong to you, you're just insulting somebody. You're not actually making points. Does that make sense? Something like that could be happening, okay? Um let me see. And speaking of, even though you may be insulted or hurt because, you know, you feel like unappreciated or something, Leo, when you insult people or you're not actually making points. I don't know how else to say that. Okay? You could be arguing with somebody in the next 48 and this person could be telling you, "Well, you acted like this, so that's why I acted like that." Um don't be childish, Leo, in the next 48, okay? I understand if you feel hurt, but if you're coming off childish, you're still not gonna win, okay? I don't know how else to say that. Because, you know, the Leos that I've known, they definitely will just come for your appearance and like how you look, and that's about it, you know? It's like, okay, but like what about me or what about this person is actually wrong, like other than their appearance? Like, is that all you can attack? Like somebody or you, I don't know if it's you or not. Yeah, I think it is. You lose, okay? I don't know. There's no, if you can't point out what somebody did wrong, you're just being an asshole, okay? You see how it just took me like forever to say that, to explain that? You might be realizing like, oh, maybe I am an asshole sometimes, you know? Or you could be realizing this person's an asshole. They're not even actually making points, you know? They're not saying anything valid necessarily. They're just attacking my appearance. Like, okay, but as a person, am I a good person overall? Yeah. Okay, or vice versa. If you only can attack somebody's appearance because you're mad at them for calling you out or something, you just look dumb. You look childish, okay? Anyways, anyways. Oh, why do I feel so damn tired right now? Anyways, look, somebody doesn't want to hear it. If you start attacking somebody's appearance or whatever, Leo, in the next 48 and you're not making actual valid points, somebody's going to leave you. Or somebody's going to be like, "Get out of my house. Get out of here." Okay? Even if you feel like somebody's not appreciating you, the way you go about things when you're mad or insulted or feel, not good, you have to address things, not just attack people, okay? There's something about that here, okay? And I don't want to hear anybody in the comments talking about, "Oh, I don't da 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 da." I don't care. This is what's coming out. I'm talking specifically to a Leo or a Leo placement who doesn't understand that you have to actually talk about difficult things or things that are actually the problem instead of just attacking somebody and how they look. Like that's something, or something about, I don't know, it's appearance wise. Okay, let's get out of there. Because, there is this, there's this Leo, and when she went through a breakup, everybody on the internet was laughing, right? Because she posted, you know, her ex, she posted like his, not his nudes or whatever, but she posted him like, in the mirror dancing and kind of embarrassing himself, looking like a weirdo. But I know she felt slighted. She felt, insulted. She felt like, she was wronged, right? By him. But her response to that was to post all his business out there, and it was mostly like, and then she was saying something about, she even said like she had his legs in the air, she ate his ass. And I was just like, okay, I get he may have cheated on you, but now you're making yourself look bad too. you, you know what I'm saying? Like, she just was, the stuff she was saying and posting, you know, even if, like, I'm not saying cheating is okay ever, okay? But at the same time, if you, like, say, if I cheated on somebody and when we break up, all they do is, like, post my nudes, talk about how they had my legs in the air, da 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 da, you know, something like kind of embarrassing, you know what I'm saying? I would be like, you know what? Maybe, maybe it's a good thing I went somewhere else. Like, low key, okay? Like I said, I'm not condoning cheating, but the way she reacted to being hurt was to hurt and publicly humiliate. And I understand cheating is awful, okay? Like I said, I'm not excusing it, but there's a way to go about things. And, you know, if you want to make yourself look better or like the victim, because now you just became, you know, you made them a victim too. Okay, so some of y'all could be doing, y'all could be petty, okay? What the fuck, Leo? Why is your reading so long and so stupid? Okay, you're petty, Leo. You're fucking petty, okay? And maybe that's how you want to be. That's fine. You know, we all are petty at some point. We can't act like we're not. But I'm just saying the better way to go about it, or when you feel hurt, Leo, you know, uh, if you want to look like the good guy, Leo, placements, don't go out here embarrassing yourself, okay? Because like I said, when that girl posted on the whole internet having everybody see that she ate his ass, like, you just made yourself look like a weird, like a weirdo. I understand some people are freaky, okay? But I would have never said that. I would have never said, yeah, that's why I ate your ass. That's why I ate my boyfriend's ass. Like, are you kidding me? I'm sorry, but that's something I would never say. No, I'm sorry. I don't care how mad I am about an injustice. I'm not talking about how I ate a man's ass. You know what I'm saying? I don't do that, but she did. She thought that that was don't be impulsive, Leo. Okay? Cuz once you post that shit, that petty shit, you can't take it back. You can delete it, but people see it, okay? You can delete it, but people see it. All right? So be careful what you post online. Be careful about trying to get back at somebody and making yourself look actually like the bad guy. I don't care if you were wronged or not. You're going to look like the one who's fucked up, you know? Somebody, people, you know, like I said, people may be like, damn, I understand, you know, feeling like you got fucked over, but you did all that. I understand why they went somewhere else. I understand why they did that to you. You know what I'm saying? Okay, you could be dealing with the Pisces. Excuse me, but let's go to Virgo. The Leo reading was so long, okay? Something could also have been dragged out for so long, Leo. Okay? So this could be like a really long, petty situation that you've had with somebody. I'm getting like an eye for an eye. Jeez. And you know what? Ever since I started my channel too, somebody may be needing to go get like their my chart too, especially if you were cheated on, okay? Um or go get tested or something. But what was I gonna say? I forgot now. Shit. Let's go to Virgo. Maybe somebody wants you to forget something, Leo, okay? Or Virgo. Virgo, what's going on for you for the next 48 hours? Let's speed this up. Some of you guys need to give something more time, okay? It's coming through for you, but you need to let something, you know. Why am I hearing fester? Fester. Leo, you need to, yeah, you need to give, anything dramatic or petty going on. You could be dealing with the Leo, or you have it in your chart. If there's any drama in the next 48 hours, okay? Or if anybody's trying to, you know, do something underhanded or unseen, you know, just let it die down, okay? somebody is just trying to... What is going on here? What the hell is going on here? Virgo, you need to do more research when it comes to a situation, okay? Because if you act impulsively, you're going to regret it. Or you're going to regret, you know, not giving something more time or someone more time. So you may be being dramatic, okay? In the next 48. I will be back, okay? Yes, I am going to leave this running. I will be back, okay? Give me like 5 minutes. I'm back. Okay, sorry. All right, Virgos. Virgos. Oh, shit. I needed to change my shirt. Okay. Some of you guys might need to change your clothes. Especially if you're feeling uncomfortable, or you might not like some sort of fabric, okay? You may be feeling a little bit overstimulated in the next 48 hours, okay? Something may look good. Something look good, Virgo, but you know how it feels. Fuck that, okay? But let's see. Also, that could be like a person, Virgo. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Like, if you are dealing with somebody in the next 48, or if you're dating somebody, yeah, the person may look good, okay? But when it comes to like how they make you feel, treat you, and you notice how like when I started your read officially, I had to get up. I had to change something, okay? So you may be realizing like, oh, something needs to change, or we're gonna have to go on a break, okay? Or I might have to give it something up, okay? So some of you guys could be experiencing something like that in the next 48 hours, okay? You may be realizing just because something looks good, just because someone looks good, if they treat you like trash, it doesn't mean shit, okay? I just want you to remember that. Doing something for the aesthetic or because of how it looks, or an image, which is something that Virgos do, it's, you know, it's not worth it, okay? So, I mean, maybe to you it's worth it, but it's not, okay? So, let's see. Anything else going on for Virgo? I know your reading seems kind of short, but that's a message, okay? We got to speed it up. We got to speed it up. I know. All right, what else is going on for my Virgos next 48 hours? Yeah, some of you guys have like this toxic belief of you need to do something for an image. You know, I don't know if it's because of how you were raised or religion or something, but if you're not happy, babes, I don't know what to tell you other than you're only hurting yourself. And if you got kids, you're hurting your kids by staying with somebody or in a situation just for the looks of it, okay? So be realistic. Stop giving a damn about what other people think of you, okay? And what the world is gonna think. Oh my God, the Virgo got divorced. Oh my God, the Virgo, they decided to change jobs. Oh my God, the Virgo, no, who gives a fuck? I was about to say nobody gives a fuck, but maybe some people do care about what you do, Virgo. People do judge you a lot, I understand. And you do a lot of judging, okay? So it's on both sides, but who gives a fuck? Prioritize your happiness, okay? Because if you're being treated like shit, if you ask somebody, hey, I don't like when you do that, or hey, you know, can we do this together? You know, you never take me out on dates anymore, or something, whatever the case is, especially if you have a partner or are dealing with somebody, even if it's a friend. If your friend is making you feel like shit, but you know, y'all are cute on Instagram and, you know, for the picture, you know, you take cute photos, you think they look good, you know, you guys look good together, and then you post it and then people like it, all for what? To be treated like trash when the camera's off, okay? So there's something about like being on camera, or some of you guys could be like content creators, or you feel like you have to keep up a certain image, especially if you are a content creator, okay? No matter what kind, you know, but if you're not happy, stop, okay? That's the Virgo reading. Just because something looks good or people like it, if it's not real, if it's not making you happy, you know, do something else, okay? Or find a way out. I don't know. Virgo. All right, let's go to Libra. Oh, fuck you. Oh my God. No! That just pissed me off. Libra, something could piss you the fuck off. Are you kidding me? I just dropped my cards in between the seat. I gotta go get that. Hold on. What the shit? Libra, I'm telling you. Whenever shit happens during the readings, I know some stupid ass readers who are like, oh, not everything's a fucking sign. Okay, but whenever it happens, it plays out. Okay, so yeah, I am gonna mention it, okay? Libra, You could be feeling kind of feisty, okay, in the next 48 hours. Yeah, I gotta get up and go get that because I can't be without my tarot deck, okay? Some of you guys need to go get something. Something may fall between the cracks, okay? Or you might be ready to crack, okay? You might be ready to snap on somebody or because of something you're tired of, okay? So give me 1 second. Oh. Okay. Sorry. Okay, we're finally back. Sorry there's so many breaks, but you know, it is what it is. Shit happens, okay? I'm not the only reader who takes or has to get up, you know, during lives. You can fast forward once the timestamps are posted, okay? All right, Libra. So you may be irritated, okay? You could be feeling like, damn, you know, slipping through my fingers all the time, okay? Or you could be tired of somebody, you know, pissing you off, okay? I don't know. There's something about your mood, okay, in the next 48. And I feel like typically Libras are usually very balanced, okay? Even if you're not feeling that way inside, you're good at, you know, keeping your composure, okay? So give me a second. Libra, if you are feeling like you gotta, you know, snap on somebody, I understand, okay? Because that did just kind of like low-key piss me the fuck off. Okay, but we're good, we're good. And my shoulder hurts again. This might be a long next 48 hours for all of you. There's a lot of dumb shit happening during this reading. Okay, okay. All right, let's get back into it. Libra, what's going on? We're just going to use the tarot, honestly. I'm not even feeling the oracle. I'm really not. I'm really not. What is going on for my Libras for the next 48? What's going on for my Libras? Some of you guys could be dealing with a Cancer. Okay, you could be dealing with a mother. You might be a mother, okay? Yeah, you're tired of people disappointing you, okay? You're like, it can't get worse than this shit. Okay, I feel like you're like, psh, okay, you know, you're ready to, you know, woo, pop off, okay, on somebody or because of something. You're like, okay, I'm tired of being nice to you. You keep hurting me, okay? Somebody keeps like, what's the problem? It could be a Cancer, or somebody who's a pussy, okay? Even if it's a man or woman, I don't care. Like somebody who's a bitch, like, you know, they don't man up, okay, or something. Yeah, somebody who also refuses to grow up, okay? We have the Six of Cups reversed. I feel like you're tired of this person, Libra, okay? All right. What else? What else? We gotta speed this up. We should be done with this reading by now. What's going on for my Libras? Yeah, you're tired of being dissatisfied. You're tired of always reaching out, you know, being concerned about what's going on, you know. Hello, hello, hello. You could be calling somebody, hello, okay? Or somebody could be calling you. Maybe somebody's blowing your shit up, okay? But it could be after you've already tried to communicate with somebody and they just never answered the call, okay? Or they kept ignoring you or doing something that, you know, was very disappointing. And I feel like you might snap on them, okay? Yeah, look, Tower at the bottom of the deck here, okay? Yeah, I feel like somebody could say something very small to you, but it's going to make you blow up, okay? Okay? My neck fucking hurts. You could be very, like, irritated, okay? You could be feeling, like, sore or something. You may be getting a massage. Okay, I'm massaging my neck right now. But let's see. Jeez. Anything else for Libra next 48? We gotta hurry this shit up. Yeah, you're tired of holding back like how you really feel. Okay, so it is what it is. Once you go off on this person because they're so fucking toxic, it could be a Capricorn, doesn't have to be, or Aquarius, Aries, Taurus energy. Okay, whoever you go off on, I feel like it's warranted. It's accept. You know, I feel like you're tired of keeping your composure about something. Okay, so somebody may call you toxic, but in reality, you're tired of not getting what you deserve. Like something has become really one-sided. Okay, so pop off, Libra, pop off. Be safe, of course. Okay, don't get yourself in trouble, but you know, you might be like, fuck it. I don't give a shit. Okay, I don't give a shit. So, you know, sometimes I feel like people deserve to pop off. I'm an Aries moon, Scorpio rising, Sagittarius sun. You know what I'm saying? So I believe in cussing people out. Okay, I do. I really do. Because you got me fucked up. You know, sometimes people just think they can play in your face for too long, and I'm the person who's gonna say something. You know, I might not say it right away, but I'm gonna let you I'm gonna let you build your own case. Okay, and then I'm gonna say stuff. I'm gonna do that rack up your charges type of thing, you know, and then get you with everything that you've been doing. You know, I give chances. I don't give that many chances these days, but I give chances. I give fair chances. Okay, obviously if you fuck me over like majorly the first time, I'm not ever gonna trust you again. I might hang around you, but I'm not gonna trust you, you know. And I don't really hang around people in general, but you know what I'm saying. I know how to put people in categories in my mind. So just because I'm hanging around somebody doesn't mean that, you know, I am, you know, gonna tell them my deepest, darkest secrets or what's going on in my life. It's giving party friends, you know. I have party friends. I have people I can go to the club with, or I don't even go out like that anymore. But you know what I'm saying? I put people in categories, okay? So, Scorpio, you may be realizing you can't hang around everybody, or you can't bring everybody into your certain parts of your lives, okay? I feel like y'all already know that. Y'all are Scorpios, okay? You know what I'm saying? So next 48 hours, Scorpio placements, you might be realizing, okay, well, I can't bring you around this place, you know, because you don't know how to act. Or, you know, if you bring a friend around a certain environment and they don't act accordingly, or if you bring them around, I don't know, I'm hearing your parents, okay, you're like, we're never doing that again. You can never come to my parents' house, you know, because you don't know how to act. Like you were cussing 24/7, or you started to act weird. Like, what was that about? Like, you could be realizing somebody around you is a fucking weirdo. Okay, man or woman, friend or not, somebody around you is a weirdo, and I feel like you're gonna find that out because of the way they act when you bring them around a certain part of your life. Okay, so maybe you never have introduced somebody to your family yet, or you know, maybe you thought that, okay, well, we're at this level, so now I can bring you around my friends. Nope. Nope. Okay, nope. Nope. You cannot. Yep, dead that shit. Okay, there's your card, Scorpio. We got the death card. I feel like you care about somebody, but you're realizing, oh, no. You know, that's why I say you got to put people in categories in your life, okay? Or at least in your head. You don't have to tell them like, oh, you're just a party friend, or you're just a blah, blah, blah. You know, just do it. Just put people in categories. You can't, if you're smart, in my opinion, if you're smart, you do not bring everybody around every part of your life, okay? You just don't. You just don't. You shouldn't. Because not everybody is suited for everything, you know? So, something like that could be going on for you, Scorpio, for the next 48. I need some fucking powder to put on these cards, because that's really, the cards are getting sticky because the temperature. What's going on for Sagittarius? Sagittarius, an hour and 10 minutes. Sagittarius, what's going on for Sag? Next 48. I just heard you're in love with life, okay? Sagittarius, you could be in love with life in the next 48. Some of y'all could be on a cruise, okay? Or going on a cruise. You could be looking into cruises or boats or something like that, okay? You could be dealing with a Leo or an earth sign. Some of you guys are getting out of your head when it comes to a certain situation as well, okay? You're getting more confidence to do something. I'm also hearing on your own, okay? So you could be becoming more independent, or something that you maybe thought you needed help with, you don't, okay? Yeah, so you can do something all on your own. Make sure to drink water, Sagittarius, okay, in the next 48, or just in general, okay? That's a always thing, but I see you guys needing to drink water, okay? I'm gonna drink some right now, because the fuck. That damn coffee got me feeling dehydrated. I don't like it. I don't like it. But I needed the coffee to wake up a little bit. But now I just feel like hot and ugh, dehydrated. I don't fuck with that. I had 2 cups of coffee already today. Let's see. I'm also hearing spiritual retreat, okay? So some of y'all could be careful with those, okay? I don't know if you're just starting out in spirituality or not. You don't need to go to a spiritual retreat, okay? But you can. All right, you can. Some of you guys are going to like a religious retreat too. You know, they have those. I used to go to some of those growing up too, but it was like for a Presbyterian church, okay? Those were like super fun, okay? But I'm talking about like a spiritual retreat, okay? You could be going somewhere like that, or experiencing some sort of spiritual, I don't know, I'm hearing retreat, okay? What the hell? Okay, hello. I was like, what the hell does that say? Talking about spilling tea and clean it up. I don't know who's gonna clean it up. You clean it up. Okay, I'm also hearing clean it up, Kokor. Okay, so somebody, Sagittarius, I'm not saying you do coke. Somebody around you could, okay? Somebody needs to hold up when they are doing drugs, okay? Somebody may need to stop, okay? Somebody around you could need to stop. Do you want to get blocked? You want to get blocked? Anyway, Sagittarius. Some of you guys, or like I said, you don't got to tell me, okay? But somebody around you could do powder. And that's funny, I did just mention like baby powder for, you know, somebody, somebody could do that, okay? I don't know why that's coming out. Somebody could be doing powder in the next 48 hours, or crushing something up. Okay, who's a pillhead? Who's a pillhead? Somebody around you could be on pills, okay? Let's see. What's going on for my Sagittariuses? You may not want to talk to somebody because they're on drugs, okay? Excuse me. You may be dealing with an idiot, okay? Or somebody may try to talk to you and they're not making any sense, okay, Sagittarius? There may be somebody saying a bunch of nonsense to you in the next 48, especially if they're off drugs, okay? Yeah. Okay. This person probably been up since, what, midnight? You sound like a psychopath. I hope you heal. I hope you get better. Okay? You have a good one. Okay, weirdo. Anyways, let's see. What's going on for my Sagittariuses for the next 48 hours? Blah, 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 blah. You may be blocking somebody, Sag, okay? Because what the fuck? Somebody may be saying some dumb shit on drugs. Yeah, it could be a Pisces or an Aquarius. You're like, get the fuck out, okay? What are you talking about? Somebody could be getting kicked out because they're on fucking drugs. What an idiot. Could be an earth sign, Capricorn. You could have that in your chart. Why am I hearing halfway house? And I'm not trying to talk about nobody, okay? But since it's coming out, if I'm hearing like halfway house, or what do they call it? Those homes where, oh, sober living. Okay, somebody could need rehab, or I don't think it's you, Sag. I think it's somebody around you, like, because somebody's getting kicked out, or somebody may be sent to sober living or whatever the hell that is, or some sort of like shelter because they're on drugs, okay? Or somebody's tired of somebody doing too much bullshit. Like, what the fuck? Somebody may feel abandoned because, I mean, they know better though. Like, picture somebody being like, yeah, I have this home, I stay here with these people, but drugs aren't allowed in this place. Like, somebody's getting caught up with drugs or doing some stupid shit that they knew they weren't supposed to do. So take it how it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. But somebody is getting kicked out or getting the boot, okay, in a certain situation. Could be an earth sign. Yeah, somebody's going through like withdrawals. I mean, I don't know what to say about that, because I believe in tough love, okay? There comes a time where if somebody wants to be off the shits, you gotta let them. If that person doesn't want to get better, if that person doesn't want to get sober, there's not much you can do, okay? There's not much left you can do. Like, as a person who's on the outside of the situation, you gotta let it be. Sometimes that's what you gotta do. If you sent the person to the home and maybe they got sober for, like, you know, a certain amount of time, right? And you're like, yay, good job. But then they go back to the bottle, they go back to the pills, they go back to whatever drugs, you know, once they get out. Somebody's a real ass bitch. Like, somebody doesn't want to be sober. Okay, that's what I'm getting here. Like, somebody doesn't want to get better. Okay, so stop trying to stop. You're wasting your breath, you're wasting your time. This person knows. It's not like they don't know that they need to get better, okay? Or stop some sort of powder. Okay, like, I feel like somebody is, or something that they crush up, okay? Or pills, or some sort of addiction. This is like somebody who's an addict, even if it's not drugs or alcohol. Yeah, somebody doesn't want to get sober. Like, stop trying to convince them or help them. You know, this is somebody who, stop. Okay, stop. I'm sorry if that sounds harsh or whatever, but stop trying to get this person to stop. You're wasting your breath. They know. They need to get better. They know they need to stop this or that. They don't want to. This is a choice this person is making. They like being fucked up. Okay? I know it makes you upset, or it could make you upset. You know, you want this person to live longer, is what I'm hearing. This is, you know, some people don't want to be sober. Okay? Some people like drugs. That's why they do it. You know? So, Sagittarius, stop trying to convince somebody to, you know, they don't care. You could say somebody like, hey, I would. You could love somebody, Sagittarius, you know, or you care about them, and this person is just, I don't give a fuck, bro. Like, I don't care. Okay, that's what I'm saying, Sagittarius. Somebody, or Sagittarius placements, if you're dealing with an addict or something, you gotta let it go. You gotta let this person go. Okay. Jesus, is my fucking connection working? Okay, we're okay. You'll be okay, Sagittarius. I feel like this person will be okay too, but they stop trying to convince somebody to don't do drugs, don't do that, don't do that. Okay? You can't. They don't want to be, okay? Simple as that. Sometimes you gotta let people do what they want to do. and experience their own karma. Okay? Let's see. Capricorn. Capricorn, what's going on for you, Capricorn? You could be dealing with a Taurus, okay? Some of you guys are going to be working in the next 48. Typical Capricorn, okay. Oh, if you're at work, Capricorn, some of y'all may be quitting a job. You could be putting in your 2 weeks notice, or you could be what's it called, resigning. Okay, somebody may be stepping down from some sort of like authority position. Okay, Lord, why am I losing my voice like this? I need to figure something out, because I think it's the coffee I drank. I don't like not being able to talk. That's what I do for work here, you know. I speak. Okay, Capricorn, be careful of your voice, okay? Especially if you're like a spokesman, spokesperson, okay? You could be an advocate, or you might just have like some sort of speech to do in the next 48. And be careful of your voice, okay? Something about your speech may be kind of iffy, okay? Or you may feel like your voice is being strained, okay? Don't yell or anything. I wasn't yelling, so I think it's the coffee. And I drink a gallon of water every single day, you know? So, I don't know. Sometimes no matter how much water I drink, my voice still gets, you know, iffy. That's why I like energy drinks and stuff, because I do not like to feel dehydrated at all. Capricorn, you could be, you know, hydrating, or I'm hearing doing like a hydrating mask or something. You could be going to a spa or something in the next 48, or doing a lot of self-care, okay? Or you need to. Yeah, some of y'all could be traveling too in the next 48, okay? Some of you guys might be celebrating a life, like a baby being born or something like that, okay? I feel like you're overall going to be very happy though. Yeah. Ace of Cups. What's going on for my Capricorns next 48? I'm hearing that song Kids, okay, by who's it? MGMT, okay? Enjoy yourself, take only what you need from it, okay? So you could be enjoying yourself, you know, for exactly what's in front of you, okay? Or exactly what you have, even if you don't have much. You know, you're like, all right, it is what it is, you know? Watch for your sun, moon, rising, Venus. I feel like some of you guys could have Taurus, Virgo, Leo in your chart, okay? But even if you don't have much, you could be homeless, you know? And I'm not saying you guys are going to be homeless, but figuratively, some of you guys could be homeless, or you don't have much. You're like, it is what it is. I like my life. I'm thankful for what I have. I'm thankful I'm alive, okay? So some of y'all could be showing a lot of thanks, okay? You could be looking around you and like, you know what? Maybe things are not that bad. You know, it could be worse. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, also yesterday when I was driving, I was hearing this song, and it was this country song about, and I thought it was so cute. It kind of made me tear up. Um, so some of y'all could be thinking about your childhood, okay? And how, you know, some of you guys need to stop and look at the shit around you, okay? You need to step out on your porch, no phone, look around, see what you noticed, okay? Um, I forgot the name of the song, because it was about his daughter, like, and him noticing that his daughter notices like a whole bunch of stuff that he doesn't see, you know, on the road while they're driving. You know, I gotta look up the name of that song. I forgot. I think he said something like my dangling feet, pretty in pink, backseat driver. Yeah, go look up those lyrics. Okay, it's a country song. It's cute. Um, I don't care if you don't like country, but that's not the point. Okay, my point is some of you guys need to take a look around, or if you've been feeling like, oh my God, my life sucks. If you're being pessimistic, Capricorn, you need to be a little bit more thankful, okay? Or some of you guys are just appreciating the little things in the next 48. And I'm very sorry, but I just heard like, even if it's a little dick, okay? So Capricorn, you could be dealing with somebody who has a small, okay, but, you know, you might be like, I appreciate you as a person, okay? Like, you're realizing somebody's more than their dick. Oh, okay. Okay, interesting. Okay, some of you guys, if you, even if you're a man, okay, and maybe you're not on the bigger side, okay, you don't have to tell me, I don't care. But even if you're a man and you're not on the bigger side in the pants, you may be realizing, or somebody could be realizing about you, maybe, you know, the Capricorn is actually a really good stand-up person. They're not the biggest, you know, but they got a lot of heart. Okay. Oh my God. Somebody, okay. This could be mostly a woman realizing this about a man though. Like if you're not happy with somebody's size of penis, yeah, you're realizing maybe I could deal with it. Maybe I was being too harsh. Oh God. I don't know, Capricorn. You might want bigger, better, badder, okay? Like, you might find out somebody's like, yeah, that's big. Okay. It's not big, but you know what I'm saying? Like, somebody could be, okay, Capricorn. And if you're a man, I'm sorry. I don't know you. Don't take it personal. You don't have to be in the comments and be like, I don't have a small dick. I don't know you, okay? I don't know you. So keep that to yourself. I don't care. If you're a man and you got a small pecker, I don't give a fuck. Keep, okay? Because I don't need to know that. So anyways, Capricorn. Why am I hearing $100? Okay, some of y'all could be, I don't know, you might find $100, okay? You might receive $100, okay? Something about $100 is significant, okay? Some of you guys may be getting a new vape or something. Let's see. What's going on for my Capricorns? Anything else? Yeah, somebody, this is kind of low-key funny, but if you're a man, it's probably not. You're probably like, bitch, fuck you, okay? But if a man has a small whatever, you're like, oh, I still like you though. Like, you're having compassion. Somebody's realizing that either you or somebody's realizing that somebody's more than their dick, especially if it's smaller. You know, there's women out here who have babies with men with small dick. And I know that because I've experienced certain men. And I'm like, oh, how do you have kids? You know, but, you know, anybody could have a baby. You know what I'm saying? No matter what the size is. If somebody gets pregnant, they get pregnant, right? But sometimes I've been wondering, like, you know, how did you happen pregnant 3 times or however many times and you're that size? Like, really? It doesn't make sense to me, but like I said, somebody could be realizing somebody's more than their dick. Okay, just because you have a small one, you know, doesn't mean that you're not going to be a good dad. Okay, I don't know what this is. Okay, and I'm trying to think of the woman version. Like, oh, I'm not saying your coochie's bad, Capricorn, because I don't think so. But what's the female version of that? If so, if I don't know. Just because you are, whether you're really skinny or really big, doesn't mean that you're a bad person or that you're not worthy of love. So this is like a self-love slash somebody realizing that either you deserve love too, or you're realizing that somebody deserves love because even if they're not the most aesthetically pleasing. That's crazy. Somebody's really shallow. Somebody's fucking shallow, bro. What the fuck? Okay. Somebody's really shallow. But they're having compassion. That's what I'm saying in the next 48. Okay, Capricorn, or you are. So I think it's mostly you. I don't know. Okay, so Aquarius. Okay, Aquarius, what's going on for you for the next 48 hours? Some of y'all could be planting trees, okay, or working on a tree, okay. You could be a tree chopper downer. What the fuck? What do they call that? You could be hiring a tree service, okay? Or you might be seeing a tree be chopped down, okay? Or something getting knocked the fuck down. You know how they have those big bulldozer things, boom, you know, and it knocks down buildings, okay? A building could be getting knocked down. Oh no. Okay. Something maybe, it may be an establishment that you like, okay? So hopefully not, but you may see that some sort of place that you maybe visit or something's getting knocked down, okay? And I feel like it's a building. You could be dealing with a Pisces or have that in your chart. Yeah, this is like, so Aquarius, this is like something from your childhood, okay? This is something from your childhood or something that you go way back with, okay? It's being knocked down. It's no longer, okay? I feel like something has been really run down, or maybe a building has just gotten so old that they need to knock it down, okay? Whatever the reason is. Something that you find to be very nostalgic is going to be knocked down. It's over. Some of y'all could be playing Jenga, okay? This could also be like a place where you go to escape. Some of y'all could be dealing with the Leo. Even if it's a relationship or a connection, something is over. Something is it's ending. You might have to end it in the next 48 because you got to leave it behind. This is like also like an abandoned building. I don't know why I'm getting that. There's something about a abandoned building, but something new is going to come from it. But it may be very nostalgic to you because you've either been to this place, you've been to this building, you've been with this person for a long time, you know, it's something like that. Something's getting knocked down, something's ending, okay? So whether it's literal or metaphorically, something is ending in the next 48, okay? Or you could be knocking down a building, okay? You could work in construction or something. You could build houses or knock down houses, okay? Something like that is going on, okay? But like I said, something positive will come from this ending or this building being knocked down, okay? Something better is on the way, okay? So don't stress, but you will have to release, okay? Or understand that something is no longer going to be there. It reminded me of like this place called the Fun Center when I was younger. If anybody around me personally that is possible. Oh, there's a squirrel. He's coming toward my car. Hi, buddy. Please go away though. I'm kind of scared of you. You're really close. Oh, why are you going under my car? No. Okay, good. I was like, because what if I start my car and then he's under there? Get out of here. I know I just called you over here, but get out of here. He's so cute. They're little furry, okay? My grandpa used to have 2 black squirrels that would always visit his little shed thing at their house. Some of y'all, you could have a strange pet, or somebody's child could want a strange pet, okay? Aquarius, your child may be like, oh, mom, can I keep it? You know those kids who be bringing in like snakes and frogs and shit, okay? I would be like, hell no, get that shit out of my house, okay? But somebody's child or you may even like